Hi everyone, this is Esateys, and today I would like to speak about what I learned about life from dog shows. Now, some of you know that I have shown dogs off and on for a long time, and I just came back from a dog show today. And I want to start off with letting you know what it is I'd really like you to know about what it is I'm about to say. It doesn't matter where you are in life. You have an opportunity to determine whether you'd like to be a master or a victim, whether you would like to be awake and aware, or whether you'd like to just walk around asleep. And here's what happens for me at dog shows. First of all, I used to think that I wasn't even competitive. So much for that. Here's a question you have to ask for yourself. Do you feel like you're competitive? A lot of people say, I'm not competitive. Do you like to win? You're competitive. Maybe you don't feel like you're going to kill somebody if you don't, but if you like to win, if you like to feel the feeling of accomplishment, if you like to experience having something occur that you put your energy into, and there are other people that are around, well, that's when you're going to find out that there is just a little piece of competition inside of us. That's not a bad thing. Part of what it is that I speak so strongly about and I feel very, very excited about is bringing awareness. Because if we're going to move from a place where we're just kind of walking around unconsciously and not understanding why our business isn't working, or why our relationships aren't thriving, or why our health isn't so awesome, or why we just are having difficulty in different areas of our life, it's because most of the time we're not really clear about what's happening. We don't have the awareness of what's going on. So one of the things you'll hear me speak about a lot is being very present and being very aware about what's going on in your life. So I'm at the dog shows, and so this morning, well, first of all, I had a dog that was supposed to show very early, which meant I had to get up like at 4:30, which meant I wasn't doing it, because today I was feeling tired since we've been just kind of catching up, because we'd been gone for a week and I just facilitated this retreat, and I decided, do I have to show? No. Life is supposed to be fun. Is what you're doing fun? Are you doing things because you think you must or you should? Never should on yourself. Or is it because you enjoy it and it brings you something like yippee inside? Well, I realized that getting up at 4:30 this morning was not going to bring me yippee, so I decided not to take that first class. But then we had two other dogs showing. So I get there, and I've got this little Papillon. You've probably seen him on my page. This Muxy Man. And we were kind of getting oriented to the place, and these three big dogs started barking at him. He thought he was going to die for sure, and he tucked his tail and he ran for the hills. I mean, I had him on a leash and I picked him up and I reassured him. But what happened is that he became very frightened, his tail was down, and we were supposed to go in the ring in like 5 minutes. And so I decided it wasn't a good idea to ask him to be at his happy best when he was still shaking and traumatized. So what happened over here? What I learned was that I had to let go. So what I'm speaking about today is letting go, along with several other things. In that moment, I had gotten up still quite early. I had given him a bath. I got him so perfect, or at least I thought he was. And we got to the show, and we're ready to go. And then, boom, something out of nowhere shows up. When something out of nowhere shows up in your life, how are you with that? Do you get freaky about it? Do you get stressed? Do you resist it? Do you fight it? Or do you just take a breath and go, this is what is. So am I going to be a master? Am I going to determine how I choose to feel? Or am I going to be at effect and complain and cry and whine and do whatever? I had to make that decision right then, because in that moment, I really wanted to show him. But that wasn't what was going to happen. Although I could have chosen to, I chose not to, because I knew what he would do in the ring. So one of the things that's very powerful and important that I've learned tremendously from dog shows is how to be an observer. I'm observing all these people, and some people are so grumpy. You know, they're just so intense and so into it. They don't smile at you, they don't do anything. And there's other people that are just having so much fun, and they're loving their puppies, and they're doing what it is that they really love to do. Well, in life, I got to look at, how do I be? Am I really intense? Okay, I have to admit I'm pretty intense. But I do have fun. But when I get on a track and I'm doing something, I can be pretty darn intense. And I have a friend, and her and I, we speak a lot about how we're not those ones that laugh all the time. I really would like to be a person that laughs more. But I get a little bit serious about things. And that's something that I'm really committed to changing. So next time, maybe I'll tell jokes when I do my Facebook Live tomorrow. But today, I want to really speak about this whole observing thing. Observe myself, know myself. In medicine, which most of you know I'm in medicine, there is a statement, physician, know thyself. Well, I say to you, human, know yourself. Know who you are. Know what you think. Know what you feel. Be present and conscious about how you're being with other people, because when you start to see that, what occurs is that you can perhaps have a better understanding why people are perhaps not responding the way you would like them to. How's your tone of voice? How's your energy? Do you come at people? Or are you really subdued and you walk around very passively? How do you be? Are you exciting and inviting to listen to? Are you kind and loving, or are you just a little snippy, or a term that a friend of mine uses, snarky? Are you snarky? Because all these things, when you observe them in yourself, you can just make a decision. Yep, I like that. No, I think I'll change that. Because the observation, the awareness, and then the observation of that gives you that choice. And one of the other things that's important is when you decide, nah, I don't want to change that, that's cool. But ask yourself the question, am I attached to this? And if so, what am I attached to? Why am I attached? Do I want to be right about it? Do I want to control it? What's going on? This introspection really allows you to become more aware of how to get your life to be the life you would love to live all the time. It helps you wake up to who you are and what it is that you are going through, and how to make a difference in your life and other people's lives because of what it is that you see in yourself. And when you see it in someone else, they're bringing that gift to you. So look at your attachment to what it is that you've got going on, and whether it's going to be supportive for you to really shift that or not. Because attachment always means resistance. And I know I harp on this all the time, but resistance, first of all, is futile, as they say from the Borg and Star Trek, but it's also what causes pain. Resistance is the cause of all suffering, or the cause of all pain. So wherever you're resisting, wherever you're attaching, wherever you're unconscious, you are most likely going to be in a place where you are in pain. So let me just wrap this up with saying that the dog shows, for me, have taught me so much. And on another day, I'm going to speak about what my puppies have taught me, and how unconditionality is a gift that we all have the opportunity to express, but usually we don't. A dog in your life, or a pet, or something that just loves you, then you'll start to get a hint of what it is I'm going to speak about. So for today, remember that you can practice these principles anytime, anywhere. It doesn't have to be at a dog show. It can be at your work. It can be in the grocery store. It can be with your family. It can be while you're making dinner. It can be when you get a paycheck and it didn't look exactly like what you were hoping for. Whatever it is, do you choose to be a master or a victim? Are you aware? Are you observing? Are you attached? And are you letting go? Because when you take a breath and you just let it go, and perhaps ask yourself, what's great about this that I haven't seen yet? Then in those moments, you will find that your body will allow you to open up the flow and experience more self-love, which allows you to fill up and overflow into everyone else in the world. Until tomorrow, feel a hug and make this the most awesome day of your life so far. Would you please share this with everyone that you can think of? Please send these little pearls to as many people as you possibly can. Because when we all start really being in the love of self and in the love of others, our entire world will change. So help create a movement of love, of joy, of the experience that allows us to live the life that we truly love to live. Thank you for sharing it. And please comment below. I love your comments. I would love for you to comment more, and I would love you to share more, and I would love you to private message me if you have anything that you would like more about this work that I do and how I can best support you in your life. Okay, go for it. Look forward to tomorrow. Take care.